You are the lead consultant.
Lead consultants. That's FEDEMS Limited.
Okay, so Felix is from FEDEM. Okay, your name?
I'm Michael Padituo.
Please say that again.
Michael Padituo. I'm the MD of Accra Composting Plant, also as the head of the agriculture.
Okay, so let me get you are Michael. All right, so I'll refer to you as Michael. All right, and then say.
My name is Samuel Intumi. I'm the general manager for Kumasi Compost and Recycling Plant, and we are here to offer support. We run a similar plant.
We're live on GTV, Metro TV, City TV, Wuntumi TV, Adum TV, and of course you're listening to us on Asase Radio as well as Net2 and Wezo TV. This is our special coverage of the President's regional tours. We began on Monday where the President was in the Upper West region for a 2-day working tour. Today he's begun his official working tour in the Savannah region, and it will end tomorrow. We're here to bring you all that you need to know, the updates, plus all the big interviews that you need to know right here on this channel. This is a production by the Ministry of Information. Before we went on break, we were bringing you the live updates and events unfolding at Damongo, where the President is expected to commission the integrated recycling and compost plant for the people in the area and neighboring communities as well as districts. Aman Wilberforce-Asare will join us shortly with more because the President has arrived. Well, the ceremony is actually ongoing. So later on, the President will be in the facility to commission the facility itself. Let's go back to Aman Wilberforce-Asare, who is in Damongo now. He is at this ceremony. Wilberforce will join us shortly. He will join us shortly with more. But you're also watching us on our Facebook page, the Ministry of Information Facebook page. Don't forget that we will be bringing you more throughout this tour, which is today and tomorrow, when the President will wrap up his working tour of the Savannah region. The President yesterday, I should say, was in Kalio, where he commissioned another big and huge project, which is the Kalio Solar Power Plant for the Upper West region. The solar plant is a 13 megawatt plant in the Nadole Kalio district of the region, and it will serve or provide power to some 32,000 households. It costs 22.8 million euros and is a project executed between the government of Ghana and the government of Germany. And so that commissioning took place yesterday. Today there is another commissioning to be done by President Akufo-Addo as part of his working tour of the Savannah region. And today's commissioning is the integrated recycling and compost plant in Damongo. And as you heard from my colleague Wilberforce-Asare, this is a huge investment which is expected to create jobs, which is expected to support the works of many stakeholders, including farmers, because this is a recycling waste facility. So you can imagine how this whole project is going to transform lives in these communities that surround Damongo and Damongo itself. If you're just joining us, you're watching our live coverage of the President's regional tours, a production by the Ministry of Information. We'll take you back to the ceremonial grounds, and then later on we will be in the facility where the President will formally commission the integrated recycling and compost plant. Wilberforce-Asare will be speaking to the Yapewura, who is at the ceremony, the commissioning of the integrated recycling and compost plant in Damongo. Remember, it is the first day of the President's tour of the Savannah region. The President will be there today and tomorrow, and we here at the Ministry of Information will be bringing you live updates from that particular ceremony. Let's go back to Wilberforce-Asare. This time we're hoping Wilberforce can hear us loud and clear. Wilberforce, if you can hear me, please take over. Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me better? The technology stays afloat. All right. Thank you, Yapewura, for joining us. Tell us, you are a royal and you have subjects. How is this project, which is being commissioned by the President, going to impact your subjects?
In several ways. First,
this project has offered jobs to the people of Damongo, which is the capital of the Savannah region. The construction of this project, now that it's going to change, we all expect that more other people will be employed to work here, and that means that people are going to get jobs. And for us, it's a very good project.
So your people, if you could tell us a little bit about the people you represent, who are they, which part of the region are they, and all that. Just give us a brief background of your people.
I'm the chief of Yape. Yape is a division under the Kusago traditional area. So I'm Yape under the paramount chief of the Kusago traditional area. So the people of Yape are part of the central Gonja district.
And we are talking about a population of about how many?
Yape certainly has a problem. Yape itself is not a very big community, but if you put the other communities under Yape, it's certainly a big community. I'm not too sure exactly what the population figures are. For now, I'm not too sure, but it's a very big community. Yeah.
So how is this specific project we are talking about going to impact the people in your community? We know this is in Damongo, but how is it going to impact your people? Are they going to be able to come here to work? Are they going to be bringing raw materials here? How is it going to impact them?
Yeah, the impact of this project, it might not directly impact on the people of Yape, but it's going to impact on the people of the entire Savannah region, because waste material will be recycled, both solid and liquid waste, and that means that it's part of an effort to keep the Savannah region clean, and Yape is part of the Savannah region, so we think that we'll benefit from that. Waste material will be collected from Yape, people will be employed to collect the waste material, people will work here within the factory, and Yape people will be part of those who will benefit from this project.
Beyond this particular project, do you have other things that you think government's attention should come on, particularly in your locality, Yape?
Yeah, sure, we have. In Yape, we don't have a secondary school. We have junior secondary school, but we have no secondary school in Yape, and it's a big community. And I'll tell you, Yape will even grow bigger. And it's going to be very soon, pretty soon to grow bigger. There's a road being constructed from Yape to link up the Salaga, Tamale Salaga road at Bunjai near Salaga. This is going to open up the place. And we have no secondary school. I think we need a secondary school. That's our first priority right now in Yape. Yape, as I said, Yape Kusago, we think that we constitute, or we have a population that can give us a district. So we are also fighting, or we are also pleading and expecting that government will give us a region. That's for the Kusago Yape area. Plead that government will give us a district. That's what we are praying for. Yeah.
So a secondary school and a district is what the Yapera is saying is of paramount importance to his people in his constituency. Again, he says that the compost plant which is being commissioned is going to have a direct impact on his people, and for that matter the entire Savannah region. Let me quickly ask you again that beyond the secondary school and the district, I'm very certain that there may be other social issues that may be bedeviling your community. What other social issues do you think are there that needs government attention?
Yeah, I think that, you may call them social, but I prefer to call them other economic issues that we should look at. Agriculture, particularly. The people are basically farmers. Of course, a sizable population of the people of Yape are fishermen, but basically they are farmers. We do more farming than fishing, and we think that we need a big irrigation project. Once we have a big irrigation project, I believe it can enhance production in the area. Yape will benefit, Savannah region will benefit, the entire Ghana will benefit, and the entire India will benefit. But the river is there. You know the White Volta, just by Yape. We need a big irrigation project. When we have the irrigation project, I believe that apart from food crops, cash crops will be produced, and processing will take place. Processing of food crops, adding value to agricultural products, it will take place in Yape. I understand that already some has been secured, and this land is purely for the siting of agro-based industries, agro-processing industries in Yape. So we think that with an irrigation, a big irrigation project, it will feed into the industries, agro-industries that will be set up in Yape.
Indeed. All right. So we've been speaking to the Yape Ra, who has graciously joined us to bring his perspectives to the activity that is being done here. So if you're just tuning in anywhere you are watching, this is a Ministry of Information Production of President Akufo-Addo's tour of the Savannah region. President Akufo-Addo began his tour of the Savannah region today. He arrived here yesterday. Today he has already visited the Yapumra and also inspected work at the RCC, where the RCC is being constructed together with the NHIA office and another office for the education service here. Akufo-Addo is in our background, and he is joining the people of Damongo to commission the project here. It's a compost recycling plant which is being put together by the company known as the Integrated Recycling and Compost Plant Limited. They are the private sector company that is partnering with the government of Ghana to build these composite plants virtually all over the country. Damongo is privileged to be one of the major cities in our country to host one of these compost plants, which will be recycling solid waste into various. I'm checking from their brochure, and I'm gathering that recycled materials that they are going to be working with here include, but not limited to, the paper recycling products. So they'll be recycling paper. They will also be recycling plastic. They will be recycling the water sachets. You know, water sachets is something that is troubling because virtually everybody in our country patronizes water sachet, or sachet water I should say, and so that is going to be recycled. Again, they are also going to be able to recycle vehicle tires, so car tires. We are going to be recycled here at this plant. Everybody in the major cities of our country drives a vehicle. Here in the upper region, use motorcycles, and the motorcycles also. And so these tires are worn out. They are going to be recycled here in this plant. And again, e-waste, which is a very growing part of things in our part of the world. There are a lot of in here, some of them going up after a year or two, and they all will be recycled. We are told that this facility has the capacity to recycle, and so it comes as a very part of the activities here. So, as what would be the one message that you will leave with government? So, assuming that you had access to the president and him something for your people, what would be that one thing that you would tell the president?
He said, president, that is basically the people are basically farmers, working farmers. Through farming. So the best talking about silos, areas where people can go and then put their farm and maybe enhance access to market. Ensure that farmers do not have their crops nor lying elsewhere in the farm when people need their areas. I don't know how the government can do that, but there are many models, that are being used in many places to ensure that farmers get ready market for their produce. They have places also to store or keep their food. I think government should do everything possible to do that. Things that will enhance agriculture are provided to the people. But above all, as I said, a project is important for the people. and also thinking about regular distribution or access to farm inputs by farmers. I think those.
Yakura for speaking with us. So we've been speaking to the Yakura who's been telling about indeed the compost plant that is being commissioned, and also the people specific, the people of Yakura. And so we're bringing you this live coverage of President Akufo-Addo commissioning of the compost, the capital city of the Savannah region. Savannah region is one of the regions. Indeed, yes. So the Zoom Lion boss is going to be speaking briefly, and so we will cross over to the podium. Currently, the minister responsible for roads and highways, Amakwata, is the one addressing the gathering. After him, the Zoom Lion boss, a Jospon group of companies, their CEO, will be speaking, and then President Akufo-Addo will also address the gathering. And so I'm going to cross over to the podium so we can pick some sounds from the podium. I'll be back with our exit interviews after Akufo-Addo's address.
So of the integrated recycling. The screen now is the Minister for Roads and Highways, Kwesi Amakwata, addressing the gathering. We're told that after his address, we'll have one from the officials of the facility, and then President Akufo-Addo will deliver his formal address at this ceremony, after which he will move on to commission the project for the people of Damongo and nearby communities, all in the Savannah region. The President this morning began his two-day working tour of the Savannah region. As we did indicate earlier, he visited the RCC. He's been engaging traditional leaders. He's also been speaking to some media platforms in the region. Currently, the President is attending a ceremony to commission the integrated recycling and compost plant in Damongo. Shortly we'll bring you the President's address, which we will carry live here on this channel, and also on the channel you're watching on GTV, Metro TV, Adom TV, City TV, Netu TV, Wontumi TV, Movement TV, Wezo TV. We're also live on radio on Asase Radio. You're also watching us on our Facebook page, the Ministry of Information Facebook page. My name is Akufo-Addo. I'll be here with you throughout the coverage, but right now though, we will go for a short break because we want to bring you the live speech or the live remarks by the President at this ceremony before he goes ahead to commission this plant for the people of Damongo in the Savannah region. We will take a short break. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. We will go back to Damongo shortly. Stay with us, there's more to come. Stay with us. Let's cross over now and bring you the live feed from Damongo.
Different projects in this region. A total road network of Savannah is about 3,500 kilometers. And I want to assure the people of this region that the government is keeping a close eyes on your road network. And between now and 2024, you yourself will be living witnesses of the major upliftment that is going to happen on your roads. To bring my road brief to an end, let me respond on behalf of the President to the request made by the Yabonra about certain specific road projects. I want to assure Yabonra, our distinguished chiefs here present, and the people of this region, that all the roads mentioned have been taken care of. There has been an MOU signed to secure funding between the government, represented by Ministry of Roads and Highways, and a company called MSSZ, to construct the Damongo Bori Road, 2, to upgrade Bupe to Kotiti to Damongo Road, 3, under that program, there's going to be an asphalt overlay between Bamboy and Solar Road. And again, we are going to upgrade and bring to asphaltic level the road between Fufuso and Solar. And this road has had a checkered history. And if you may allow me a second to talk about it. Fufuso Solar Road was completed in 2015. And in less than 3 years, the road had completely deteriorated. It shows the poor work done at that time. We have carried one major repair on that road. That is why we have included it in this program. And I want to assure you that the project, when delivered, is going to stand the test of time.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you. We are grateful. Asankushun Akrama, the next person to speak, growing up actually wanted to be a pilot or a marine engineer, but nature redirected him into sanitation and issues of waste management. From a village in the eastern region, found himself on the streets of Accra selling exercise books, and today he is a successful businessman and his company has over 32 subsidiaries. I met him last night and I observed one thing. Whoever he meets, he will leave you with 3 things: a firm handshake, a beautiful smile, and a deep bow. That is the gentleman I'm about to introduce. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the CEO of Jospon Group of Companies, Dr. Joseph Sian Ejapon.
Your Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, the Overlord of Gonja Land, duly represented by His Royal Majesty Bupera Jinapor II, the Vice President of the Savannah Regional House of Chiefs, Honorable Ministers of State, eminent clergy, members of Parliament, Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executives, members of Board of Directors from various agencies and ministries, distinguished, hard-working staff of Jospon Group of Companies, friends from the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is with great respect and humility that I warmly welcome Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, to this event as part of your tour of the Savannah region. Your Excellency, on 16th October 2020, you carried out sorting of various recycling and compost plants across the country, one of which is the compost recycling plant located here in Damongo today. And you humbly tasked the Jospon Group to see to its construction. Your Excellency, today I humbly report that the one in Damongo is fully completed and ready for operation. Your Excellency, global events of today points to your visionary leadership when you supported the establishment of a composting plants which have the capacity to produce fertilizer. Little did we know that there would be a Russia-Ukrainian war. As we all know, the war has had serious consequences on fertilizer imports. The capacity to foresee problems and respond appropriately to them with boldness of vision is the mark of a good leadership like President Akufo-Addo. Your Excellency, you have adequately demonstrated this, and this is what has brought us here today. We are here today and in a position to solve a fertilizer problem. Indeed, as a leader with foresight, you saw the problem early, and today we are benefiting from it. Your Excellency, we have to be appreciative to your visionary leadership, your passion and dedication to the environmental sanitation sector and the private sector development that have ensured Ghana as ahead of most developing countries when it comes to innovation and creating of solutions that deal with sanitation challenges. And ladies and gentlemen, I humbly want to just announce that to His Excellency the President's achievement since his tenure of office in 2016, he has achieved 16 medical waste treatment plants, 16 recycling and wastewater plants, and 16 composting and recycling plants. So within his tenure of almost 6 years, he has established 38 treatment plants. You are a visionary leader, and that is stated by Laurie Amos, that a great leader is one who sees more than others sees, one who sees further than others sees, and one who sees before others do. Your Excellency, for Ghana's 30 million population, the waste generated daily is 21,428 metric tons. This according to the World Bank and environmental analysis. Also, plastic waste generated is about 3,000 tons. And I'm humbly speaking about daily waste generated. Against this background, the Damongo compost and recycling plant is poised to play a major role in our waste management efforts, especially in the Savannah region. It will be a hub for waste haulage from the following areas: Bupe, Daboya, Bole, Damongo, Sola, Tuna, Kaba. The Damongo Area Corp can process 400 tons of municipal solid waste daily. The plant can produce 200 tons of compost, being 4,000 bags of compost, 50 kilograms daily. It can also recover 56 tons of plastic daily. In terms of job creation, there will be about 200 direct jobs for this facility as soon as His Excellency the President commission it and start work. 200 direct jobs and another 300 direct jobs, those who will be haulaging the waste from the various districts to this center. In plastic recycling and organic fertilizer value chain, this to me is a significant contribution to the employment situation in the Savannah region. It is worthy to know that the plant will also serve as a research and a technical center for industry and academia. Before I humbly take my seat, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to express my profound appreciation to Honorable Cecilia Abanadapa, the Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, for her unflinching support. We are also grateful to the Minister for Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, Honorable Dambuche, the Minister for Land and Natural Resources, Honorable Lawyer Abu Jinapo, the Savannah Regional Minister, Honorable Said Mazu Jebel, Members of Parliament, Parliamentary Select Committee on Sanitation, Environment and Local Government, MMDCs, the Overlord of Damongo and the chiefs, religious leaders, and the people of Damongo for their support, their prayers, their effort, their concern for making this plant a success. And then also finally, also to the project team, contractors, consultants, Maripuna Construction Company, FEDEMS, engineers, artisans, suppliers, and all. Your Excellency, we want to thank you very much for your innovative and dreams and ideas that is developing Ghana as a whole. And I humbly at this juncture want to let us have a short video of the processing of this plant. God bless you and thank you.
In 2020, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, toured the 16 regions of the country to cut the sod for the construction of 16 integrated recycling and compost plants across the regions of the country. On October 16, 2020, the Savannah region, Damongo, where we are gathered today, witnessed the sod cutting ceremony to commence work on the construction of the waste treatment facility, a show of commitment by the Akufo-Addo-led government to foster strong partnerships with the private sector, and specifically with the Jospon group of companies, in tackling waste management issues faced by the country. Since the commencement of the project here in Damongo, the ongoing construction works have created several direct and indirect jobs for the youth and people of Damongo and surrounding communities. The plant is set up to receive, sort, process and recycle municipal solid waste to produce organic compost for agronomic purposes in the sub-region, with some of the plants also possessing a medical waste treatment facility to treat and safely dispose of medical waste. Other recoverable materials of the recycling process, which include plastics and metal scraps, will serve as input materials for the steel and plastic manufacturing sectors. Your Excellency, we are also happy to report that in the northern sector of the country, the sites situated in Tamale, Nalerigu, Wa and Bolga have reached advanced stages of construction and setup. In Nalerigu, the plants have been fully installed and undergoing finishing works to make it totally complete, as being witnessed here today. In the Upper West region, Wa, the construction has been completed and awaiting installation of machinery. Tamale is at a considerable stage in its setup of bunkers to receive the installation of the plants thereafter, whereas Bolgatanga is still at the early stages of civil construction. Similar progress is being achieved in the other regions, which also await your eventual visit and commissioning soon. These plans are well underway in their establishment across all the 16 regions of the country, in a purposive attempt to consolidate the gains Ghana has made in environmental sustainability through innovative solutions to waste challenges in the country. This show of commitment and dedication emphasizes the belief that Ghana is on course to having some of the cleanest cities in Africa. The management and staff of the Jospon group of companies, including Zoom Lion Ghana Limited and its partners, wish to express our profound gratitude to you, Your Excellency, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, for your visionary leadership and personal support to the environmental sanitation sector and private sector development over the past years. We also wish to thank Honorable Cecilia Abena-Dapa, Minister of Sanitation and Water Resources, who has been a strong backbone, and the Member of Parliament, Honorable Samuel Abu-Jinapo. To the Regional Minister, we say a big thank you for your support. The chiefs, elders, we thank you very much for releasing the lands and providing the necessary support to ensure that the people of Damongo and the Savannah region have a cleaner and healthier environment, while at the same time creating jobs and decent livelihoods for the teeming youth of the Savannah region.
Thank you. Asan Gushun. Ntimasane, our region, now Anibuku Bumfasa Keke, Northern Ghana, Savannah region, Dawlapia, Aloge, Binjande Mission and Plano, and Sir Nano Adodam Kwaba government, and a just one group of companies. We are grateful. The next gentleman I want to introduce, Mr. President. I think the people of Savannah have thanked you severally for so many things that you have done for us. But there is something I want to draw your attention to today and then express to you how grateful we are. We want to first of all thank you for adopting one of our own, nurturing him, and blessing his life, because today he's a blessing to so many people. After blessing his life, you gave him a ministry that takes care of heaven and earth. And today, because of that ministry, I am speaking based on proximity, based on where I'm from Northern Ghana. Today, because of that ministry, if you meet any big Northerner, any big man or big woman from Northern Ghana, if you ask them, where do you work? If they don't tell you they are CEOs or deputy CEO of Land Commission, they will tell you that they are with their Mineral Commission. They will tell you that they are with the, all the commission. In fact, we are all commissioners as we stand here. Just last week, I got an appointment, but I declined because it's just getting too much. We are grateful to you, Mr. President, for nurturing Honorable Samuel Lawyer Abu-Jinapo and giving him that great ministry. Thank you so much.
The Member of Parliament for Damongo constituency, elders say that a child that washes his hands well dines with the elders. In fact, Your Excellency, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the people of Savannah region never doubted Lawyer Samuel Abu-Jinapo because he associates himself with His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. The coming into the Damongo constituency of Lawyer Samuel Abu-Jinapo has brought tremendous blessings to the lives of the people of the Damongo constituency and Savannah region as a whole. Some people said that when Lawyer comes to Damongo and becomes the MP, he will run away literally without coming back. But Lawyer Samuel Abu-Jinapo has been the Member of Parliament that has kept touch with the grassroots and has kept touch with his people since his appointment as the Deputy Chief of Staff and his election as the Member of Parliament. Those days, we didn't have a contact point where we could contact our Member of Parliament. Lawyer Abu-Jinapo has created an ultramodern office where the people of Damongo constituency can get easy access to the office of the Member of Parliament, where they can lay their complaints to him. Lawyer Abu-Jinapo coming into Damongo constituency has seen a lot of development in terms of education. He has built schools. He built an ultramodern school at Mimpiasem. Lawyer Samuel Abu-Jinapo.
Mr. President, the good people of Savannah region and the Damongo constituency are very grateful for your visit. And out of your numerous visits to the Savannah region, and out of your numerous encounters with the Savannah region, one thing has become abundantly evident, which is that the government of President Akufo-Addo has a plan for this country, Ghana. And for that matter, the Akufo-Addo government has a plan for northern Ghana. And so is it that the Akufo-Addo government has a plan for the Savannah region. Nothing is done in isolation. Whatever is done fits into the master plan of developing our country, of developing northern Ghana, and for that matter, developing the Savannah region. The reorganization and decentralization policy that the Akufo-Addo government executed beginning from 2017 to date, which was under a major pillar of the Akufo-Addo government's vision and master plan and program for this country. The pillar of governance was not done in isolation. A lot has been said already, but for those of us who were born and bred in the Savannah region, if you gain admission to Tamale Secondary School and you had to travel from Choro or Juku or the hinterlands of Gonjaland to attend school in Tamale Secondary School, you will see the importance of the policy of Akufo-Addo of reorganization, decentralization, and governance of northern Ghana. So the president is reorganized northern region. And here in Savannah region, the president government, Akufo-Addo's government, is putting in place very important and strategic building blocks to unleash prosperity for the people of Savannah region. I'll just name three. Education. When you want development for a community, you must enhance the human resource capital, human resource capability of that community. And across board, the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics University, which is being built in the Savannah region right here in Damongo, is one of such pillars. So is it that the Technical Vocational Educational Training Institute, which is being built in Salaga, is another. So is it also that the 21st Secondary School, which is going to be built in Busunu, is another pillar of this educational program of the Akufo-Addo government, which is a part of the master plan. Healthcare, across board, Daboya Agenda 111, Regional Hospital here in Damongo, District Hospital in Bupe, and then when you come to water, Yape water, Damongo, inshallah, is going to get water. And when you come to roads, that one is unprecedented. Across board, the Savannah region is being opened up for agricultural development. And the second, the Report, who's the vice president cut short for $450 million investment. The Report, which is going to see to 1,000-acre industrial park in Yape, and it's going to see the development of the petrochemical storage industry in Bupe, and it's going to become the next center of transportation of cargo between southern Ghana and northern Africa, not northern Ghana. From northern Ghana to Burkina Faso to Mali and to Niger. Work is commenced, and when completed, it is going to unleash such unseen enterprise and prosperity and progress and forward march for the people of Debret and for the people of Savannah. So, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, the point I want to make is that yes, in our country, Ghana, in Africa and the world, we are all grappling with all kinds of problems, and we are all very familiar with them, and we are not oblivious of them. But the truth remains, and the truth should be told, that in Ghana, in northern Ghana and Savannah region in particular, President Akufo-Addo's achievements and interventions in all sectors of our life, whether agriculture, health, education, women emancipation, what have you, the development is truly and totally unprecedented. And I said it in Gonja that if anybody were to challenge me, let us begin to count. We can count the road networks that this government has done, and the single road network that the previous government did in the whole of northern region, which is the Fufuso Solar Road, and which is also deteriorating as we speak, or educational infrastructure or health infrastructure. Their record is just unmatched, and the record is truly, truly impressive. So, General Bupeura, members of the Savannah Regional House of Chiefs, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor once again, on the 9th occasion, this is the 9th official working visit of President Akufo-Addo as a sitting president of Ghana. He's visited the Savannah region since he became president 9 good times, official visits 9 good times. It's my singular honor to introduce to you and to call upon to address this gathering a man I consider to be one of our own. Savannah region is the home of President Akufo-Addo. President Akufo-Addo is a Savannah man. He's a Gonjalander. He's our brother, he's our father, he's our grandfather, he's our uncle, he's our everything. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces and the creator and governor, true governor of the Savannah region, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Ani pedia na me man love kala mndinga na na yese me ma wakwa ba wa Savannah wa ba yenim de beka kire obiem fufuo na wo pa ya wo bia ma wo bonku ya ka bia ma wo de aka no enche bia na na se wo be ma wo baba ako na wo de aka ho wo kwa na wo de akọ wo de gonja hene ebe sa ba ha ya beka ho ababi wona na na ya da wasi o fiwura la la fudo man ka fewura abuji na pofo ka futu to fisha fu mo funa suledo fudo man ka fewura fu mo futu to suledo man ka fewura bo me manya masa fu nyi ku otu fu fiwura la la ta wurka ya fe yunda fu fa ya na yo atutu bu puru wonne menye ka nka mu ekenai kumuma ba wotne ya ka bu kumuli kuru adesene me ma yondona mon ba teresa parti dro chirisio chirija uchira potro uchirisio abu akwo ntrofi wugo no so atudro besa ti wura la ga faza wuro sininyi mon ba ter ba sa bedi aguro Allahu akbaru chama kalmoni ya chama do all keni nana upedi obeye juma ni yiyi ama wa kalmoni ya wo abuji na po wo jibril wo ye beye ne de ba me ba ye mo hunu opo nkuruma madafo ba ko pe oba ye ne wa anti ya me kura ati fo bela chabur baba ka bu ya kalmu nda nya me ya mo klade minya ya ka me kama di ache emra no so ko bebre nana dia wa ye no ye ni so ye dase na dia aka no na do so fama ye na yenje na yenkuta ya kwa ne bebre ye da so pebi ye pensu anom ye bebi bia ye se wona wo be ye nana ye ma ye na yenko nana emra te ne bebre wo wa ma abu wa ma ye juma bebre na so emra te ne bi da so wo ho ye da se sere bebre pa mayo boche fewra la fata woro sininyi nana mema umo mema wakwaba
That's right. the clergy, Christian and Muslim, Savannah Regional Minister, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, and Member of Parliament for Damongo, and other dignitaries of the government, the third National Vice Chairperson of the ruling MPP party, Regional Chairperson and dignitaries of the ruling MPP party, the District Chief Executive for Damongo, the Vice President of the Savannah Regional House of Chiefs, Bupe-Wura, and the other distinguished traditional rulers and members of the House of the Regional House of Chiefs. Fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to be back here again in Damongo and in the Savannah region. As you are all aware, every year I've made it my practice to leave the confines of my office in Jubilee House to visit each of the 16 regions of the country, because I want to see for myself the developments that are taking place in the various regions. Receiving reports about what is going on and seeing for yourself what is going on are not the same thing. And that is why year after year I come to see for myself what is going on. It also allows me the opportunity to listen to what the chiefs and people have to say about their concerns, and therefore what I, as head of government, need to do to address those concerns. One thing that stands out for me is that since the creation of Savannah region, this region has been relatively peaceful. And I want to thank the chiefs and the security agencies for working together to ensure that. Because of his concern for the peace of this region, the Damongo set up a small committee of eminent chiefs to deal with chieftaincy-related conflicts in the region. This committee was led by my good friend and senior, the Bupe-Wura, and virtually all the chieftaincy problems in the Savannah region have now been resolved as a result of his leadership. We want to thank him for this show of leadership. And it shows that the Savannah region is ready for development. And that is why the infrastructure and other initiatives that government is taking on here in Savannah is now finding fertile ground. We have seen the asphalting of the town roads of Damongo. It's never been done before, but it has been done now. And Damongo is at peace, and the region is at peace. Salaga and Daboya roads are also in the process of being done. And it is our intention, and you heard it from the roads minister, to make sure that the entire region's road infrastructure is fully developed. I'm happy also to be able to say that before the end of this year, the Damongo water project will have begun. Bywater Company, which has been awarded the contract, is in the process of completing the processes in England that would enable it to start work by the end of this year. So that the cutting of the soil that took place in 2019, finally in 2022, we will see the beginning of the construction of the waterworks that will resolve the problems of Damongo. Minister for Local Government also indicated that this West Gonja municipality is going to be a beneficiary of the World Bank supported program for the secondary city project. It is going to add additional development and infrastructure to this area. One of the major problems our country has had has been the issue of waste collection and waste disposal. It's been a perennial problem for our country. But fortunately for me, in my time, I came across a man who was prepared to partner with government to deal with the question of waste disposal in our country. And it has been one of the highlights of my government, the partnership that the government has made with the Jospon Group of companies, headed by its executive chairman, Joseph Ajipon. We have in each region of the country, as he indicated, established waste collection facilities and reconversion. And that is what has brought us here today, to commission the one of Damongo that I cut the soil for in October 2020. 2 years later, in August 2022, we're now ready to begin work. And we want to thank the Jospon Group of companies, and especially this outstanding private entrepreneur, this businessman, Joseph Siao Ajipon, for his contribution to the development of our country. And I've said it before, and I'll repeat it. Any serious businessman that has a program for development in his sector and is seeking the partnership and assistance of government, this government, Nana Addo Dankwa's government, will give him that support and partnership for us to develop our country together. In the height of the COVID catastrophe, one fact became obvious to me, which really frightened me, was the fact that of the 260 districts in our country, nearly 100 of them did not have district hospitals, which meant that anytime we have a mass epidemic in Ghana, virtually half the population will be threatened without access to direct health services. And that is the origin of Agenda 111, whereby every district in Ghana that does not have a district hospital will now have a district hospital by the end of my period as president of this country. Tomorrow, I'll be going to Daboya to see the state of development of Agenda 111 District Hospital in Daboya. So in every district which doesn't have one, will now have one. Because we want now to strengthen our healthcare delivery system so that in future, if, God forbid, another mass epidemic breaks out, we will be better strengthened and empowered to deal with it. I'm very, very happy to have come here today and to have received this, what I can only describe as a tumultuous welcome by the people of Damongo and by their chiefs. It's a memory that will long live with me, and I want to thank the people of Damongo very much. And also to thank you for these very hard-working young men that you have given to me to work with me in my government. The regional minister, the deputy minister for health, I'm not quite sure fits the category of young men, but we will use the young man to describe him as well. And then, of course, the son of the Buperia, this extraordinary young man who have given to me to help me in my work. Abu, your son, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. I want that God continues to bless the people of Gonja land, the people of the Savannah region, and the people and the chiefs of Damongo and the surrounding areas. May the good Lord bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for that powerful speech. All right, all too soon we've come to the end of the program, and the closing prayer is next, and that will be said by the Tamale area head of the Church of Pentecost, Apostle Sylvester Ahin.
Shall we be on our feet as we pray? Please, shall we be on our feet as we pray? O Lord, our God, you are the possessor of all things. You alone created the universe. We are your handiwork, O Lord. We give reverence, we give thanks to your name. Father, as we bring the curtains down for this meeting on the recycling composition plant, we want to give thanks to you once again. We thank you for the life of our dear President, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, and his government.
All right, so you've been watching the live coverage of the commissioning of the integrated recycling and compost plant in Damongo. President Akufo-Addo addressed the gathering a while ago. He will be moving into the facility now to formally commission the facility. He also heard from the Chief Executive Officer of the Jospon Group of Company, Mr. Sianwe Japan, who gave details about the facility. And we understand this new project will create some 500 jobs, for direct jobs, I should say, for people in the area, meaning that there will be many indirect jobs. But the good thing is that 500 young men and women will benefit from this compost plant project in Damongo. Just to take you through a few of the president's key points in his presentation. The president mentioned the asphalting of inner city roads and said government was committed to upgrade the road infrastructure in the Savanna region. He also announced the commencement of works on the Damongo water project by the end of this year. President Akufo-Addo also stated that West Gonja district will be a beneficiary of the World Bank's secondary cities project. So these are key areas that the president referred to in his address a while ago at the commissioning, or the ceremony to commission the integrated recycling and compost plant in Damongo. The president and his delegation, together with the town folks and the traditional leaders, will now be moving into the facility shortly to commission the facility. We'll take you through a tour. We'll take you into the facility on a tour for you to also have a feel of the mood in Damongo. Live pictures from the integrated recycling and compost plant, the new facility in the Damongo if you like, the capital of Savannah region, Damongo, where President Akufo-Addo will soon be commissioning this project. So workers of the facility, as you can see, are standing by the facility and are ready to demonstrate how it works to the president and his team when they enter the facility after commissioning the facility, just to have a feel of how the whole facility or the whole project will work. We're told this new project is going to create some 500 direct jobs, as we heard from the Chief Executive Officer of the Jospon Groups of Company, Mr. Akufo-Addo, when he delivered his address. The President, who also spoke to the gathering generally about development in the Savannah region, said that there was the government, or his government, was going to be concentrating on more roads infrastructure. They were indeed committed in upgrading roads infrastructure. The President also announced the commencement of works on the Damongo water project, as we heard from one of the DC, in fact, the DCE or the MCE for the area. He mentioned in one of our interviews that water was a major problem in the area, as we heard from President Akufo-Addo. He says Damongo, or the Savannah region, was going to benefit from the Damongo water project by the end of this year. The President also said West Gonja district was going to be a beneficiary of the World Bank's Secondary Cities project. So as you can see on your screen, the President and his entourage are entering the facility right now. Yes, they are entering the Damongo Integrated Recycling and Compost Plant, the actual facility right now, to take you on an inspection. Managers of the facility will take the President and his team on tour of the facility. So as you can see, or as you're watching on your screens, these are live pictures from Damongo in the Savannah region. We are bringing you a special coverage of the President's regional tours. The President began his tour of the Savannah region this morning. Here on the Ministry of Information special coverage, we are bringing you live updates. The President will conclude that tour, two-day tour tomorrow, and we will be bringing you more from that particular tour. As we speak now, the President has entered the facility. As you can see, an official of the facility is briefing the President on how the whole facility works. And as we move on, we're going to be seeing how the facility will work. There will be a demonstration. So the President himself is just about to press the knot, and we are told once he does that, or he's cutting the tape actually. Oh, here we go. The President has cut the tape, I should say, and that means that the facility has formally been commissioned by the President. So he's going to go on the inspection of the facility, and then we're told he's going to press a knot, and that will signal the demonstration for everybody to see. So the President, in your shot there, giving a handshake to Mr. Akufo-Addo, the CEO of the Jospon Groups of Company. Also in your shot, you're seeing the Minister for Natural Resources, Samuel A. Jinapo, is also the Member of Parliament for Damongo, and that demonstration we saw on your in the shots there has just finished. What it means is that the commissioning has been done, and this facility is now formally opened, or formally given the green light to start work. What we are told is that 500 direct jobs are going to be created from this facility in Damongo in the Savannah region. We can now bring back our man Wilberforce Asari, who will take us through what has been going on behind the scenes. Wilberforce Asari joins us now. So, Will, we just witnessed the President pressing the button, signaling that the plant has been commissioned. What other interesting things are you picking that we should know?
Well, so quickly, from where I'm standing, I can actually see that the equipment is actually working now. And so in your shot right now, in one of the cameras we are working with, you can see one of the equipment that is revolving, as it were, processing the solid waste into various products. And so indeed, this facility is not just being commissioned, but it is effectively working. And I can see that right there in your shot, that the system is working and making sure that it processes solid waste. And so the facility has indeed been commissioned. President Akufo-Addo has completed the process, and I can see President Akufo-Addo being walked into his vehicle. And so President Akufo-Addo is just being walked into his vehicle so that he can depart this place. We just see the visuals there. President Akufo-Addo being accompanied by the chief of Damongo into his vehicle so he can depart here. So Kweku, I can tell you that the process of commissioning this facility, which is supposed to process some 400 tons of solid waste on daily basis, has been completed. And President Akufo-Addo will subsequently move from here and engage in other activities as part of his tour of the Savanna region. So the process has been completed. I will quickly do an exit interview with the managing director, Michael. Yes, so Michael, so now the commissioning is done. You must be a happy man.
Yes, certainly. You know, the 2 years when the sword was cut, it was a Herculean task to get it done. We had to work around the clock to get to the promise that we promised the president that in 2 years, within 2 years, we should get. And as we speak, out of the 16, about 9 of them are at this stage, have the plants readily installed, and we are just completing it. When the president gets to those areas, it will be commissioned as well.
So the rest of the 11 or so that are there to be completed, what are the timelines you are working with to ensure that all 16 regions come on board on the same page?
No, I said out of the 16, you have about 9 at this stage. So we are left with about 7. The 7, this one is completed. The other lines are 600 metric tons a day. They are bigger. Those ones are going to places like Accra East area. And
all right, so was Wilberforce Asari speaking to the managing director of the facility, which has just been commissioned by President Akufo-Addo. Well, that will be it for our coverage of the president's regional tours for today, specifically in the Savannah regions. But don't forget, we're back tomorrow as the president will wrap up his tour of that region tomorrow. We'll bring you live updates right here on this channel, a production by the Ministry of Information, also on your favorite TV and radio stations. My name is Akufo-Addo. On behalf of myself and the production team, thank you so much for joining us. From those who joined us from Damongo and here in Accra, we say thank you for watching and goodbye.